Hello everybody, and welcome to a new English Bite from Lexicom. My name is Federico Arteaga, I'm the Academic Director at Lexicom, and today we're going to talk about something that gives many students a lot of trouble, and it's phrasal verbs. The first thing we need to remember is that phrasal verbs are not the same as compound verbs. Compound verbs is a verb made up by two or more words to mean one single action. For example, have lunch, right? In order to say almorzar in English, it's not good to say lunch. I have to say have lunch, and it's a verb, have, and lunch, the noun. That is a compound verb. A phrasal verb is a combination of one verb and one preposition, or one verb and two prepositions that has a very specific meaning. The phrasal verb is compound by one verb and a preposition. Let's say carry out. Carry has one meaning, out has one meaning, but when we put them together, the meaning is different. Now, we're going to take a look at some phrasal verbs, but more than the phrasal verbs or memorizing them, it's how to use them. There are different rules. Rule number one, if there is a verb after a phrasal verb, it's always in ing. Like, for example, I had to give up playing basketball. Give up is a phrasal verb that means to quit, to abandon an activity indefinitely. And I say, I had to give up playing basketball. Okay, not to play, playing. That's the best way. Rule number two, pay attention if the phrasal verb you have is separable or non-separable. That is always good to look up in a dictionary online. It's always good to do it, if you can separate it or not separate it. Rule number three, all phrasal verbs with three words are non-separable. You cannot put something in between the words because that's not how they work. So, I'm going to show you an exercise, because then I'm going to ask you to participate in a very clever way. I have some cards here, very colorful, with some verbs, and the best way to learn new vocabulary is to practice things that are close to you, not imaginary examples, but talk about your life. For instance, as an academic director, I have to show up at work every morning and be ready if there are any problems that crop up. If any problem crops up, I cannot chicken out. I have to be there. See, chicken out is not separable. I have to be there. And in order to do this and face these problems, I have to get along with my partners, with the other teachers. I have a very good relationship. I get along with them. And then we do everything we can, and we hope that it turns out okay. And here's the part where you come into play. Because you're such a good student and you like the English Bite, I'm going to give you an exercise that you will answer in the comments. I'm going to show you 5 phrasal verbs that you can conjugate in any tense and change them into any order to create a paragraph in which you relate an experience of your life, a real experience, right? And try to do it only yourself. Don't use help from online. And the person who gets the best paragraph, because I'm going to check punctuation, grammar, syntax, the whole thing, the best comment is going to get 1 hour of class, remote, of course, in any part, so you can be anywhere in Colombia or in the world, and it's going to get 1 hour of class with me, in which we're going to converse about phrasal verbs, and I'm gonna try to solve all the questions that you may have about grammar or syntax or vocabulary. Well, not all of them, but a good number of them. Okay, are you ready? Here are the verbs. You remember, comment section, go to it, create a paragraph about your information with the verbs. Catch up, look up, give up, find out, and carry out. You have to use the 5 verbs in any tense, in any order, but you gotta tell us an anecdote of your life. And the person who does the best comment will get an hour class with me, and then I'll contact them for arranging this event. I hope that you have liked today's English Bite, and I hope that you participate because it would be very nice to meet new students from anywhere you are. Okay, my name is Federico Arteaga, Academic Director at Lexicom, with English is Easier. Now go practice and write something with your phrasal verbs.